Welcome to EDTE 530, the Practice of Science. This is Dr. Jillian Wendt of the University of the District of Columbia. I'm so excited to be able to create a video and welcome you to this course, and I wish that we could meet face-to-face, but I think this is the next best thing that we'll be able to get at this point. To give you a little bit of background about me, I have been teaching for over a decade at the K-12 levels, the undergraduate level, the graduate level, and the doctoral level. At the University of the District of Columbia, I am Assistant Professor of Science Education. My areas of interest and expertise are teacher preparation, science education, distance learning, and educational research. I'm really excited to be taking this journey with you in this course, and I'm so excited to be able to welcome you to the first of your Science Methods courses in this three-part sequence within your MAT program. So let's go ahead and talk about what this course is going to entail so that you understand more fully what you're getting yourself into. In relation to this course specifically, this course focuses on the National Research Council's framework for K-12 science education and the related practices of science. The framework serves as the foundation for the next generation science standards, or the NGSS standards, which are the standards that DCPS has adopted. Specifically, the practices that we will focus on in this class include asking questions for science and defining problems for engineering, developing and using models, planning and carrying out investigations, analyzing and interpreting data, using mathematics and computational thinking, constructing explanations for science and designing solutions for engineering, engaging in argument from evidence, and obtaining, evaluating, and communicating information. This class is a 4-credit hybrid course and is the first course in a 3-course sequence of science methods courses within the MAT program at UDC. Your weekly class meetings will occur online, whereas the required 25 hours of observation and/or mentorship time with a scientist or engineer at UDC will occur face-to-face. Please note that the scientist or engineer that you work with at this time must be an employee of UDC. That is because if we were to recruit or pull in any of the scientists or engineers from other universities or other institutions in the area, that would require going through General Counsel, which is our legal department at UDC, and drawing up multiple memorandums of understanding. And unfortunately, we don't have the capacity to do that in the time frame that we have for this course. So that means that your scientist or engineer must be an employee of UDC. You'll find in Blackboard a list of UDC scientists and engineers that have agreed to allow you to participate in their laboratories in observation and mentorship. So please seek that out and make sure that you contact them as quickly as possible. I also encourage you to review in detail the syllabus and assignment details documents. Please mark on your calendar the due dates for each of your assignments so that you can manage your time appropriately. This course is a very intense course, and unfortunately, if you fall behind, it will be very difficult to catch back up. So please be proactive at the very beginning of this course. Reach out to your UDC scientist or engineer this week in order to begin your observation hours right away, as almost every assignment in this course is based on your observation or mentorship experience. It is your responsibility to arrange this right away so that you can complete your assignments in a timely manner. So now let's take a look at the course syllabus. You'll see at the very beginning there's contact information for me. You'll see my office phone is listed here, as well as my email address. Please note that the email address is the best way to contact me in the most efficient way, as if I'm not in the office, physically, I'm not going to be checking my office phone. So any messages that you leave, any questions that you might have might be responded to in a delayed manner. You'll see here the course description. I'll let you read this on your own. If you have any questions about this, please reach out to me. You'll find here the program indicators of student learning. These should be present in all of the syllabi in your courses throughout this program so that you understand exactly what it is that you should be accomplishing in each of your courses. Please note that due dates for course assignments are non-negotiable, and that's one of the reasons why it is so incredibly important for you to reach out to a scientist or engineer at UDC right away so that you can begin your observation and mentorship experience so that you can also complete your course assignments in a timely manner. Here is some additional information on your research site placement. If you have any questions about that, again, please let me know. The specific course objectives, and then the course requirements. The textbooks or materials that you'll need for this course include the Common Core State Standards, which you can access for free online, the NGSS Lead States Next Generation Science Standards. You should purchase personal copies of this. Some of you may already have this if you're already in the classroom. You can access this online, but it is best if you have paper copies so that we're all looking at the same thing in the same format on the same pages, and so that you can refer back to it very frequently. Also, the National Research Council's Framework for K-12 Science Education, which also can be accessed free online, or you can choose to purchase this in print. And then the National Research Council's Taking Science to School, Learning and Teaching Science in Grades K through 8. This resource is again available free online, or you may elect to purchase this in print. I would also strongly recommend that you purchase the APA Citation Manual, which is the 6th edition. If you are not very familiar with APA formatting and very good at APA formatting, as this is something that I'm a stickler about, and you'll see that in the grading for your assignments. So if you don't have this resource, I would encourage you to go ahead and purchase it. As far as prerequisites for this course, you must be admitted to the Graduate Teacher Education Program. And then other course requirements would be your required clearances for your field experiences within DCPS, and that relates to your practicum courses, a laptop computer or other comparable device with speakers, a voice recorder, which can be a tape recorder, a digital recorder, or even a smartphone app or device, and a reliable high-speed internet connection. As far as course policies, we do ask within the MAT program that you treat this program as a graduate student should. And what I mean by that is we expect that each of you are very professional, you complete your work on time, you attend any face-to-face meetings on time, such as your Saturday workshops, and that you display the characteristics that we would expect from a competent and professional educator. There is a late work policy that we have adopted across the program. Over the duration of the course, you are permitted to submit one late assignment. 10% of the total possible points will be deducted immediately after the deadline is missed on that assignment. And an additional 10% of the total possible points will be deducted each day until the assignment is submitted. If the assignment is not submitted within 5 days of the original due date, it will not be accepted, and the student will earn a 0 for that assignment. So only one late assignment is permitted. Please note that now. No late submissions of midterm exams or final exams will be accepted for any reason. You can expect to receive instructor feedback within 72 business hours after the stated due date in most circumstances. Feedback, including grades, are provided to students via Blackboard with detailed comments, so please make sure that you access those comments, refer back to them as you work on your next assignment so that you can improve any grade and earn back any points that you might need to in your subsequent assignments. Here is our statement on plagiarism, cheating, and academic honesty. I'll let you read this on your own, but please note that we do adhere to this policy within the course. And the ADA statement, again, I'll let you read this on your own. We do adhere to this within this course, as well as the Equal Employment Opportunity and Affirmative Action statement. So this is probably what you're really wanting to get to, and that's your course schedule. So the course schedule has been mapped out for you for the entire course. You'll see here each of your assignment or your sessions, the date of the sessions and the format of the sessions, the topics for what you'll be covering, and what is due on those sessions. So you'll see here, for instance, that in session 1, we'll be talking about an introduction to middle school science teaching. We'll review the course framework. We'll review the course documents, and we'll complete the STEBI pre-assessment. You'll also see, for instance, with session 2, we'll be focusing on STEM research and STEM in the classroom, as well as working effectively with a mentor scientist. You'll have several readings that are due no later than this date. You'll also notice that you have a discussion board that's due, actually 2 discussion boards that are due, and a concept maps assignment that's due. And we'll talk about where you can find information on what these assignments are about and your actual instructions for those assignments in a moment. So let's keep scrolling. Information on your midterm and final exams are noted here. Please also note that for this course, your midterm and final exams are online. So basically, you're completing your midterm and your final exam assignments and submitting them via Blackboard online. A very important communication issue to note is that you should be using your UDC email to correspond with your instructor for this course. We are asked to use UDC email only unless we have severe mitigating circumstances, and it's a matter of privacy, confidentiality, and legality. You should check your UDC email on at least a daily basis, and I would encourage you also to log into Blackboard on at least a daily basis just to make sure that you haven't missed any announcements. Your grading scale is shown here, as well as how you will be evaluated and graded for this course on specific assignments. Please note that the field experience requirement is a requirement. If you do not complete the field experience requirement, which is your observation or mentorship time with your scientist or engineer, a minimum of 25 hours, it will result in automatic failure of the course because there is no way that you can successfully complete the assignments for the course and fully participate in the course if you have not completed those 25 hours with your UDC scientist or engineer. Now let's take a quick look at your assignment details document. This is the document that gives you the instructions for every single one of your assignments for the duration of this course. So you'll see here at the very beginning that we talk about class attendance and participation, and that will include your discussion boards and your wikis. You'll see exactly how it is that you'll be graded and assessed on this, including a grading rubric. If we keep scrolling, you'll see your next assignment is your concept maps assignment. Here are the details and the rationale for why you're being asked to complete this assignment, what this assignment is all about as far as format and length and what it is you're being asked to do, how this assignment is graded, and how you should submit your assignment, as well as the NSTA, or the National Science Teachers Association, pre-service science teacher standard that correlates with this assignment. You'll see this for each one of your assignments with the relevant grading rubrics. So please refer to this every time you complete an assignment so that you don't miss anything. You are encouraged to self-grade as well prior to submission of your assignments in order to ensure that you are hitting all of the marks that you know that your instructor will be looking for, and ensuring that you have a high grade. The next thing I want to orient you to is your Blackboard access to the course. When you log into the course, EDTE 530, your default screen should look like this. And if it does not, you can just click on the Start Here menu tab. Here you'll find a welcome letter from your instructor. You'll find a folder with information about links and other tidbits to orient you and prepare you for the course, your syllabus and related documents, an orientation to online learning, additional links for UDC distance learners, and then a statement on the ADA standards that we follow. The second menu tab is your announcements tab, and this is where you'll find reminders throughout the course regarding your assignments that are upcoming and those assignment due dates, as well as any other information that might be relevant to the course. So for instance, a reiteration of the scientific and engineering practices that this course is centering on. Next, you'll find faculty information, and this will be updated as necessary. This will give you information as to how you can contact me or any other instructors for this course, as far as phone numbers, email addresses, office locations, and office hours. The next tab is your syllabus tab, and this is where you'll find your course syllabus, which includes your course schedule, your assignment details document, which will include all of the assignment details and instructions, your list of mentor scientists and engineers that have agreed to allow you to work with them, and then the observational field experience log template, which is a Word document that you can download so that you can keep track of how many hours you are spending with your mentor scientist and engineer. This will need to be signed off by your scientist or engineer, so please make sure that you're keeping up with this. The next menu tab is your course content tab, and this is where you'll find the actual information, lectures, videos, and so on and so forth for each session of the course. So if we take a look here, for instance, at session 2, if we click on this folder, you'll see that there is an overview with the learning objectives and the activities that you'll be asked to strive towards and to complete for this session. The session 2 course schedule, the articles that you're being asked to read, a link to the discussion forums that you're being asked to complete, some additional resources that correspond with your concept maps assignment, and then a link for where to submit your concept maps assignment prior to the due date. And you'll find this for each session within the course. You can also be directed directly to the discussion board forums by clicking on the discussion board menu tab. You'll find here a cafe where you can talk amongst yourselves, share ideas, perhaps schedule meetings or meetups with each other so that you can work on specific assignments or just ask questions of one another, so on and so forth. Your assignments can also be found directly by clicking on the assignments link. And you'll find those here with the relevant link to where you can submit these assignments via Blackboard. And there are other resources as well, such as the Next Generation Science resources, Next Generation Science Standards resources, additional UDC student resources, resources for your technology and your textbooks, and then importantly, your grades. And this is, if you click on this menu tab, is where you will find access to your grades and your assignments, where you can see where you stand at any point of time within the course. So in a nutshell, that's what you can expect from the course, and that should be enough to get you oriented to the course, especially with the hybrid nature of the course, to go ahead and get started. If you have any questions at any time, please reach out to me or to any of the other instructors that are listed for this course. I'm so happy to be working with you, and I wish you the very best as we take on this journey.